You know, a lot of people, they be asking the question, is there a difference between cheap and expensive IMs? So I've got IMs that are could be from, ranging from $10 all the way up to $1,000.
Damn, bro.
So we're gonna have him test it, see what he thinks, and have him guess the price.
Damn, you playing me at my own game, bro. You playing me at my own game.
Yeah, that's what he does. On his IG, he asking people in regards to fashion, like, how much does this fit?
Yeah, I'm lucky, like, damn, I'm not too sure how I'll do, guys, honestly, because I'm not too experienced with IEMs. I mean, I've used a couple when I've played in bands and stuff, but in terms of music and guessing the price, especially with the range of 10 to 1,000, not too sure how I'll do, so don't roast me in the comments.
Okay, so we got the first IM. This is the SimGot Super Mix 4. So, you can...
Okay, bro.
So what's your thoughts on the design?
The design's pretty cool. I like... This kind of gives me, like, Cuban Link chain feel, bro. No, these are looking good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh. These are low-key noise cancelling. Like, I can't even hear my voice, low-key.
But the lines are not enough. I know that you're nervous. I'm kinda nervous too. But baby, I got a plan. I know what I'm gonna do.
What I was waiting for was to kind of hear some melodies or to hear more layers of vocals come through, because I could hear the instruments like crispy clear. Then I heard the layers of vocals coming in. Wasn't too much bass, but it was more like your melodies, your harmonies, your layers of vocals. So
what's the main thing that kind of like stood out to you?
How clearly I could hear the instruments. The acoustics are so clear, bro.
When I was younger, I saw my daddy cry.
Alright, bro. I'm getting the exact same vibes as I did from the first song in terms of like your melodies, your harmonies, your layers of vocals. So,
but then, what would you say is like something that when you first heard that song, like what was something that said, okay, this is something that makes it stand out?
Okay, it was, bro, the audio quality was really good in my opinion. Ooh, okay, I might be completely wrong, but for these ones, bro, I'm gonna go $349, bro.
Damn, that's actually quite close. I think I'm gonna give you that as a point.
Oh, for real?
Because these are actually 300.
Okay, then, bro, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
So I think I'm gonna give you that as a point.
I bet I'm gonna take that.
Because that's close enough. So we got the Final Audio A5000s. Based on the design itself.
Yeah, those were my initial thoughts as well, but I do recognize the name Final Audio, bro. I'm gonna say though, these are more comfortable to wear than the first ones.
That is true. I mean, I find them pretty comfortable.
The first ones are still all good, but if I had to make a comparison, I think I'd choose these for comfort.
I know that you're nervous. I'm kinda nervous too. But baby, I got a plan. I know what I'm gonna do. Now that I got your permission, baby, take my hand.
That's kind of similar to the first ones. I think I was getting lower tones, if that makes sense.
So it had a bit more bass.
Slightly more bass, but it wasn't like a crazy difference.
When I was younger, I saw my daddy cry and curse at the wind. He broke his own heart and I watched as he tried to read.
Okay, I feel like with this song, I noticed I'm picking up more things that I didn't hear previously. For example, like the little sounds in the background popping up, and there's more like depth to the vocals as well. I feel like I'm hearing more than what I heard with the first bit.
Interesting. So what about the clarity? Would you say it's on par with the first one, or would you say it's not as good?
The clarity's slightly better in my opinion, bro. If I gotta keep it a buck. I don't know if I turned it up by one or what I did, but I feel like the clarity is slightly better. I prefer these more than the first pair. Damn, you know what, bro? I'm a meet in the middle of the range from the 10 to 1,000.
You know what's up?
I did recognize the name Final Audio. You know what, bro? I'm gonna risk it. 550 is my final guess.
These are actually $929.
Oh, damn, bro.
Yeah.
I feel bad. That's bad. Yo, I was off the first guess, like with the first pair, I was like, damn, okay, I got a point. I was low-key feeling myself for this, but I've been humbled again, and Alright, the third and fourth ones, I low-key think I'm gonna overthink it a little bit.
These are the Celeste Wyvern remastered.
Those look the best out of the three so far. Actually, bro, not gonna lie, these are the most comfortable so far.
Interesting.
Okay, I feel like these had a more solid foundation to the audio. Like, the vocals are crisp, the instruments are crisp, but then after that first little chorus, I feel like the depth of the bass I heard the most out of the three so far. I was kind of confused at first because like nothing was standing out to me. Like everything was on a really similar level. Like the vocals, the instruments, the different sounds and cadences coming through, everything I could hear at the same type of level. Nothing was like standing out or
okay. So
dropping
essentially,
down.
The sound was on a flat plane.
Yeah.
So like nothing was like overpowering or nothing seemed to stand out.
Everything was just flat, the same. The audio is clear, don't get me wrong, like the clarity is good, but I feel like since everything's on a playing field, everything's even, there's no like special feature to it in terms of like bass standing out or treble standing out or vocal standing out. I feel like these are giving me affordable vibes. Like, is that crazy to say? I'm gonna go with 450. Final answer.
Okay, interesting. 450. Well, these actually not 450. These actually cost $50.
Bro, why did I not go cheap? Yo,
Yeah.
You threw me off with the laugh, bro. That's crazy. Oh, bro, I need to stop doubting myself. Like, I feel like your reactions, bro. I gotta stop basing my price off your reactions. I gotta like stand on business, bro.
But it's funny because I feel like these ones, they don't have any standout kind of features. I feel like they are really clear, which is why I like them. But there's nothing that stands. It's not like something. It doesn't have fantastic bass. It doesn't have fantastic. I mean, the clarity is really good, but there's nothing that makes it stand out per se. But now these are the Dunu DK3. Well, that's a long name. 3001BD, or Brain Dance for short. These are actually based off the cyberpunk, or I guess cyberpunk-ish kind of like design. But what do you think? Do you think that this looks cheap or expensive?
These, I think, based off looks, I mean, especially these at the top, these are looking expensive, bro. I can hear outside noise the most from these. These aren't as noise cancelling as the other ones. Yeah, I'm uncertain, bro, because the fact that these weren't as noise cancelling as the other ones, are kind of bringing down the price for me. But then the audio itself, when the song started playing, it was kind of similar to the third ones. Like, nothing was really standing out to me, to be honest. Everything was kind of even again. Which
one would you say, I mean, I guess out of the ones you've heard, which one would you say sounds the most, like, spacious or, like, open sounding?
Maybe these ones. I feel like the first ones, I had something to pinpoint. Like, I was like, oh, the vocals were clear or whatever I said. Your melodies, your harmonies, your layers of vocals, so... The second ones, I could tell the quality was high, especially with final audio. Maybe I had a bias. The third ones, everything was on a playing field. These ones are probably the most open and spacious, I'd say. At one point, I thought that the acoustic guitar was overtaking the vocals, just for a second.
Interesting.
But then when the chorus came through, I could hear some of the audio in here, and then the acoustic guitar and the vocals staying the same in the right ear, but the left ear was bringing a little bit more.
Out of separation, would you say that everything sounds like it has space to read, or do you feel like everything sounds like it's being smashed together and there's not enough space?
There was space, and then in the chorus, or maybe as the song develops, more instruments come in, or the production just gets a little bit more busy. I feel like there's slight separation in these. Price though, bro, I'm kind of confused, bro. Like, because the third ones were $50. There was just something missing for me, but I don't know if that's going to influence the price. I'm really thrown off by the $50 for the third ones.
I mean, the $50, they offer an insane amount of value.
Yeah. I think for these fourth ones, bro, I feel like it might be safe just to go for like a little, like, maybe 150.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 150, bro. I could be completely wrong. Maybe hearing the song for the fourth time, I'm kind of thrown off, but...
I mean, you were close, but not close enough. The actual price of these is $9.99.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
These are the most expensive ones?
Yeah. So these
what?
These ones are $1K.
How, bro? That's crazy. If I stood on business like I did with my first guess, didn't get thrown off by your actions for the second and third, maybe I could have gone 3 points, but I've gone away with 1 point. A little embarrassing, but it was still a fun, still a fun video to make, bro.
What would you say is like your favorite one?
I feel like, honestly, bro, these would be my last choice. If I had to do a tier list, these are fourth. I'd say the first ones are third. The final audio ones are second. And the $50 ones, bro. The cheapest ones, that'd actually be the ones I pick. They're the most comfortable. They're the best price point. And the audio was insane value for the price. I feel like I'm honestly shocked by the third ones. I'm picking the third, bro.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So if you had to remove, let's say if you had to remove the price, you didn't know the price of like any of these, which one would you pick? Would you still pick the other one that you had in mind?
It'd either be those ones or the final audio ones, just because I'm bringing into context like the comfort of them as well and the look of them. I feel like overall final audio ones, the audio is the best, but because of comfort and value, I liked the third ones. But if you had to take away the price, I feel like low-key the final audio ones. Low-key.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for me the final audio, that's my favorite pick.
Yeah, that'd probably be my favorite too. Then I got 1 out of 4, guys. 1 point. I got 1 point, bro. But I'm gonna take it.
Did any of these did they like surprise you? Or
the third ones because of the price. Like when you said $50, I thought you were low-key joking at first. You can run my reaction back. Bro, why did I not go cheap? Yo,
Yeah.
You threw me off with the laugh, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, $50. Honestly, when I first heard them too, I was like, "There's no way these are $50."
Yeah.
So interesting.
No, shout out to the third ones, bro. You guys are doing well.
Interesting. I might have to tag them.
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
Well, let us know in the comments down below, guys, if you agree with our opinions, if you feel like you like the fourth ones more than the third ones or the second ones, whatever it is, let us know in the comments below, bro.